Wow, what a great audience.
Okay! Are you not entertained? I trust everything's going swimmingly.
Right. Looks like we are a go. Oh, always forget. Turn the music down here. All right, that should be good. Happy Friday. Welcome to Obe TA, where we analyze the charts to find high value areas to get in on an asset and try and make more money. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. Yeah, man. Welcome to the stream. All right. October 22nd, 2021. 75 degrees in late October. You gotta love it, man. Happy to be alive and thrive, really. So, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, some stuff going on with Bitcoin today. Is it the end of Bitcoin's bull run as we know it? Are we heading back down to $20,000? Some say yes, some say no. Let's take a look. All right. Really, what's going on here? You're selling off, which is a little bit unfortunate. And the only reason being is that when you broke above, this was maybe implying discovery mode, right? Discovery prices getting up to the 1618 that we've been talking about. Higher levels around 78,000. You know the deal. We've been talking about it lately. But for those of you who may not have been here the past couple days, this is what we're talking about. Fibonacci levels after a breakout. We're looking at the 1618 up around 87,000 eventually. But the 1272 with the 1414 suffice in the meantime. It didn't happen, at least for the meantime, right? In fact, yesterday you had a bearish engulfing candle. All right, so that's not great. And the follow-through action today, there's an hour left till it closes, but it's not looking fantastic, all right? So what do you want to see after a breakout like this? What confirms a strong breakout? When the price closes above, which it did, October 20th, historic moment, broke above the next day's candle. You want to get something that treats the prior resistance here from April 14th, which was also the all-time high, as support. All right, so that's step 2. Step 3 is you want something like a bullish engulfing candle on the third day, which would be today, okay? That would have signaled that this was a strong breakout. You would have seen something like this, bullish engulfing here before it goes off and just continues on. That's what we normally see with this kind of stuff. You didn't really get that here, okay? So, you know, it's not the end of the world. You're coming back down into major levels of support, all right? And if these hold, you know, we're talking 59,589, 60,000. Obviously, it's a psychological number, should hold there. And not should, but you could expect to see that as support. And there's nothing on the daily implying any kind of like bearish divergence or anything. So it's just a pullback, man. This is what assets do, especially after they've had crazy runs, right? I mean, from September 29th to the all-time high, it was up about 60% in less than a month, the course of 22 days. I know in crypto it doesn't seem like a lot, but 60% in 22 days is a lot. It's a lot of money. All right, so you're having a pullback. Whoop-de-doo, whatever. Let's see what happens here, all right? If it holds above, this is probably a most important point back here, I want to say. Just because it was regarded twice at the 59,502 level. You're trying to hold 60,000 for the life of you, all right? And you're not showing anything on the daily, so let's go ahead, move over to the 4-hour, see if you're getting any help on the 4-hour. So this red line that's plotted right here, all right, notice that it's at the swing low from October 17th. See where the candle closed? This was the lowest point that you had a candle close confirmation back on October 17th. As long as the bodies can stay above that level and this momentum starts to shift back towards the upside, you could be painting some 4-hour hidden bullish divergence. All right, which is a continuation signal to the upside. It is not confirmed by any means. All right, you are not getting any kind of waning negative momentum yet. So you gotta wait for confirmation, and right now it's barely above. So we'll see, man. You gotta start pivoting now to paint some kind of hidden bullish divergence. All right, so it is what it is. The reality of the situation is that, you know, we move back to the daily here. Okay, as long as you make a higher low than 41,000 back here, the asset is still bullish. Okay, and if you do break below these levels from these months ago, back in May and March and February, you're most likely heading down to here. All right, about 52,774. I like the 50,000 retrace or level of support back here from March 25th, and the reason, because you'll kind of notice it looks like you don't really see anywhere else that it acts as a perfect area of support, right? Except on May 25th. If you go ahead and throw a Fibonacci from the local swing low here back when we were kind of just going sideways, 41,000, you know, whatever. Yo, Nick, what's up, dude? Welcome. Happy Friday, man. Thank goodness. Welcome, brother. We're just talking about Bitcoin, man. So why do I like the level of support from back here? Dude, look how perfectly it lines up with the 618 from this low to high. All right, lines up perfectly with the 618, which we know is the golden retrace. Lines up perfectly at this level of support back from March 25th. All right, so if it breaks through all of this, these peaks up here, all this support, you want to look for it to get down there. Again, this peak is also going to act as a point of support here at like 52, but down at 50, man, I really like 50. That's 618 with that point of support back there. I like it, man. I like it a lot.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
All right, so and that's what you want to look for ultimately when you're looking to get in on asset. Okay, Bitcoin's going up, cool. If you're already in Bitcoin, you're enjoying the run. How could you not be? But if you're looking for areas to actually get in on the asset, like you don't want to get on the asset yet. It's currently testing levels of support. You don't want to buy the asset when it's testing. Okay, you want confirmation. Certain kind of swings and indicators before you get in. You do not get in while it's testing resistance. You don't get in while it's testing support. You need it to confirm these things before making a move, all right? We're not picking daily candles every single day, all right? You're looking for patterns. You're looking for momentum shifts. You're looking for the oscillators to be showing divergence, stuff like that. We're not trying to look at every single day and pick when's the best time to get in, okay? We're also not looking to get in at the tops and bottoms. You don't look to get in at the very bottom and sell at the very top. Rarely does it work that way. Go talk to Thomas Bolkowski. Go talk to Steve Neeson. Go talk to Scott Carney. Go talk to the best traders in the world. They will tell you that it is almost impossible to buy at the very bottom and sell at the very top. So really, you buy kind of in the lower area and sell it at a higher area. All right? And you just do it consistently and over, and you'll have losses, but you'll also have winners, and hopefully have more winners than losers, and you profit over the long run, all right? That's really it, man. You can YOLO all your money in there on one trade, you can do it, but you're just gambling at that point. That's not what we're teaching over here, okay? You want to gamble, go down to the Bellagio, go down to the Caesars or whatever, put on a nice suit. You got $10,000 extra to do something with, throw it on black, be with your friends, get some drinks. All right, and have fun with it, dude. If you're going to go 50-50, you might as well have fun with it. All right, but if you're going to go in with an edge, this is how to do it, okay? So yeah, so Bitcoin could get down to the 618 here if it falls through these levels of support. Now, this is a lot of support, all right? And as we just looked at that 4-hour, potential hidden bullish divergence going on, so it could pivot at this level and continue up, all right? So just patience with the asset. It's not uncommon for Bitcoin to retrace after running up to all-time highs. It does it all the time, all right? All the way up here. Oh no, it's done for good. Oh, it's going on for, oh, it's done for good. Oh, we're going up to 100. Oh, it's done for good. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? You gotta have patience with the assets. This is completely normal and healthy, and you got all these levels. All right, if you fall below these levels, then look out below down here, okay? But you're not. You're in them. Normal, fine. Was it a weak breakout to all-time highs? Yes. But now you just got to kind of wait. All right. So that is Bitcoin. You got 2 days until your weekly candle close. If it closed right now, this is what would be called a shooting star. All right. That is a bearish Japanese candlestick, single candlestick. Not great. You don't really want to see that. But again, it hasn't even closed yet. We still have 2 days to go. And even if it did, right, even if the weekly goes and it sells off below these levels down to 52 and 50, all right, that's your dream right there, man. That's where you look to buy more. You're not buying more up here at a premium. You're buying it down here. All right? You want that to happen. Unless you really think Bitcoin's going to die off and die forever, which I don't. But I do want it to get back down into value areas at support at Fibonacci retracements, okay? And maybe sprinkle a little divergence on it at that time. Cool. Nick, how you been, dude? I understand you went to the Flyers game last night. I didn't watch it. Did they win? The Fly Guys, the Broad Street Bullies. That's Bitcoin. Let's move it over to the total market cap really quick here. All right. Same kind of thing, right? You had your breakout, then you had almost a bullish engulfing candle on the daily, right? Signaling a weak breakout, falling below the previous all-time high, not holding it as support, meh. But again, it's okay. You're coming down, you're testing this point from September 7th, trying to hold that as support, fall below that. You're probably going down to $2.306 trillion. That's the peak back here from April 16th, at which point you could start to see maybe a rally to the upside, all right? So we'll see, all right? There could be more downside on crypto, but the fact is, like, if Bitcoin sells off and starts treating $52,000 as support for, well, even $50,000, let's say it treats $50,000 as support for the first time since April 25th. Okay, that's fine. You come down here, all right, and you treat 50,000 as support, you just make a higher low at this point. Maybe with some hidden bullish divergence or something, and then just keep it moving. It's fine. You have to have patience with this kind of stuff, all right? I know everybody wants it to break out and just go berserk, but it doesn't always work out like that, all right? And when it gets down in here, it could be presenting an edge, and that's where you could buy it. All right, cool. Talked enough about Bitcoin at this point. Total market cap doing something similar. Broke out, selling off a little bit, back down into these peaks, points of support. Nothing showing on the daily as far as any kind of divergence or anything. All right, you just gotta wait for this stuff. Cha against the Bruins. Nice, dude. Nice. How's Chara doing? I know he's not on the Bruins anymore. I gotta catch up on my hockey and all that stuff, man. Ethereum. What's Ethereum doing, dude? What is Ethereum doing? Ethereum tried to break out and make an all-time high and failed miserably. Ugh. All right, look how it touched perfectly. All right, look at the candle. Wick back here, May 12th. Up at $4,375. Came up, touched it again before selling off. Never even got a candle close above it. All right, so confirming that sort of as a top. Again, it's only been at one more day. This is what is called, Nick, dark cloud cover. This candlestick right here. When the red candle goes about, needs to go about 50% of the way in to be considered dark cloud. So maybe more of like a spinning top. But in context of it, bearish. You're confirming resistance. You're continuing to sell off a little bit, trying to hold above this shoulder on September 5th. So you've got 48 minutes to close the candle out. If you can close it here and try and confirm this as support and start rallying back to the upside, you know, that's a good case for Ethereum. Again, I'm not seeing anything as far as any divergence on the daily, so let's move it to the 4 hour. You might Oh, it's close, man. If you sell off a little more and stay above this low, let's say you get down in here and pivot before you make that low, right? You have a slightly higher low, but then the momentum here gets a little lower than over here. You could paint some hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. It could be a continuation to the upside. Go back, retest the all-time high. Maybe, but I don't love to see confirmation of resistance. All right, especially at the all-time high. So you're hanging on to this thing, you fall below that. You have these two shoulders over here from September 15th and October 8th, which could act as a level of support before fall below that. 3,377, below there, about 2,918. All right, I don't think it's really going to get down here. If it does, again, just paints a cheaper Ethereum, which could be shown an edge at major levels of support. From here, 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 here. That could be, a good area to get in. All right. Now's not the time to buy it. It just confirmed resistance. Okay. Not showing bullish or any kind of divergence on the 4-hour yet. Nope. Not on the RSI either. All right. So you have to wait for Ethereum as well. Dark cloud cover. Yes, dude. The inverse of the dark cloud cover being the piercing pattern. I can let you borrow my book, Japanese Candlestick Techniques. I'm sure you would be interested. Toasty! Got some good stuff. That's Steve Neeson, man. Steve Neeson is the master when it comes to Japanese candlesticks. Super white guy. Major pioneer as far as bringing Japanese candlesticks over to the United States of America.
I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
That's probably all of the technical analysts that were trading with line charts, because that's what they used to trade with. They literally just used to trade with, this is going to be kind of a butcher, whatever, but there were no candlesticks. They literally were just trading like lines. All right. And he came over and he said, whoa, dude. The Japanese have a much better method. It makes a lot more sense. It carries the high, the low, the close, the open. And, there's been decades, not even decades, millennia. This stuff goes back to rice farmers, like rice prices in ancient Japan. They would go up and they would draw on it with monkey blood or whatever they were drawing with back then, ink, squids, I don't know. They were drawing on charts these candles, the open and the close, and there was a guy, I can't remember the Japanese guy's name. I'm thinking Naganomo. No, I'm thinking of that Japanese documentary from Netflix. Nogumagu. I can't remember, dude. Ruler of Japan. It wasn't him. It was a guy who was just good at trading with rice prices. And he started developing all this stuff, and he came up with the terms, the dark cloud cover and the bullish engulfing and the rising, or not the rising 3 hours, but like the morning star, the evening star, the abandoned baby. And then America kind of adapted it to its own thing, but the harami, right, it's Japanese, the doji. So, shout out to the ancient Japanese, and then Steve Neeson for bringing it on over, dude. Appreciate that. Thank you. And now it's the most popular chart used by traders and technical analysts alike. So, that's it, man. People a lot smarter than me went through, did the work. I'm just reading their stuff and trying to present it in a way where I don't sound like an idiot. So hopefully that comes across. But yeah, man, this, for example, would be considered a bullish hammer. And the names oftentimes come from what the candlestick looks like, right? This looks like a hammer. It's got a small real body, candle extended down before coming up and closing above after a point of selling off. All right, so this is a bullish hammer. The inverse of this, if you were to see the bullish hammer up here, for example, it would be called a hanging man. All right, because it looks like a man hanging, I guess. There you go, dude. Yeah, Steven. Shout out to Steven, man. Whoops. I changed out my horn because it was supposed to be like a doom and gloom kind of stream. Hey, man, let's give him a Viking horn. There you go. Steve Neeson, dude, the GOAT.
My man.
You know what? We can give some claps. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, bro. Okay, man. So, anywho, yeah, bullish hammer on Ethereum. More time for Ethereum, okay? You're trying to hang on to the shoulder. If you fall below, you're most likely going down to 36.64, okay? Which is fine. So that's Ethereum. All right, let's move over, take a look at the number 3 coin, Cardano. Just going sideways, not really doing too much. This is not a good area to buy in assets. Now, it does seem to potentially be showing some Class A bullish divergence, kind of. Much less negative momentum here after a point of consolidation, but inevitably you could just do something like that, all right? And just continue going sideways, or reject here, confirm it again, and then dump through. You just don't know. You want to wait for this to confirm the breakout, come back and back test it before running again, something like that, all right? You don't want to buy in the middle here. It's just a coin toss. Could go down, could go up. All right, and then you could switch over to the 4-hour to see if there's any kind of implication of where the daily might shake out, if that Class A bullish divergence will play out. There's nothing showing on the 4-hour either, right? You're not showing any hidden bullish divergence or anything yet. It's just convergence, just bouncing around under the 200-day moving average. So don't really love Cardano just yet, but at an interesting area. All right. Neutral. It's okay to wait for it to make that move up, all right? You don't need to try and time or catch that or guess when it's going to happen, because it could also just sell off. If Bitcoin decides to dump down to 50, Cardano's going right there with it, man. So no confirmation yet. If it were to get down here and start showing an edge or something, okay, then we like that. Or to come down and confirm, see this level right here, testing it as support again, August 17th. It was resistance back here, June 3rd. Tested as support, comes down, test it again, right? Confirming it as support. That could be the area where you see it go crazy. Right now, it's a coin toss. And we don't trade on coin tosses, all right? Cardano. Nothing really yet. You move it to the weekly even. What am I on? Coinbase? All right, I got to get the Binance version of Cardano on here. Actually, you know what? Let me look at that real quick. Let me try this. Yeah, weekly, you know, not painting any kind of hidden bullish divergence or anything yet. So, dude, it's a coin toss, man. And look at all the indecision candles. Okay, nothing strong insinuating a reversal to the upside. Nothing really showing a reversal to or a sell-off or a dump to the downside. You just don't know. So you just gotta wait. You gotta wait for it to confirm that. All right. At Cardano. Let's go ahead and move it over to XRP. Ripple, which I don't even remember where that's at on the as far as market cap anymore. I don't know. Yeah. So this was also kind of just in the middle of this range here, right? You've got, all right, good God. You guys, points of support, 1, 2, all right? That's going to trade this line down here around $1.04, $1.04. Okay, it was also traded as resistance back here May 26th, June 2nd. All right, and you're bouncing around. And you got above it, and you're breaking down to try and maybe hold it, confirm it as support. I like the consolidation and accumulation structure you might have going here. So it doesn't look terrible, but again, not really presenting an edge on the daily as far as exhaustion or anything. If anything, if you count this green candle back here from this high, it's already kind of played out, which is good that the price action didn't sell off too bad. But that was some hidden bearish divergence. But look, it went into the negative. It had all of this selling going on, and the price just kind of went sideways, which is a good sign, right? They're not selling it aggressively, and that's some pretty aggressive hidden bearish divergence. So And that's the thing with hidden bearish divergence and just bearish divergence in general. When the overall trend, as you can see, I know this chart's a little bit muddy, but you can see the overall trend up, right? Higher lows continuously back from December of 2020. It's just, yeah, it's gotten crazy and gone up and come way down, but it's still trending up. This is still considered a bull run, a bull market, a bullish asset, bull trend. All right. So still bull trend, bearish indicators, stuff like that tend to underperform in a bull trend. And bullish indicators tend to overperform, right? So major levels of hidden bearish divergence, but the price really didn't sell off the way you might expect if it was strong. So hanging out at this point, this is an important level. If you fall below this, you're most likely going down to like 85 cents. You're above the 200-day moving average, which is good. You're above it on the 4-hour as well. But nothing implying yet that you're going to reverse to the upside and break above. All right. Now, you also, and the way that I plotted this is because you're in the middle here, if you sell out and fall down, pattern completion zone here of a bullish Gartley. All right. So I would love to see Ripple. Oh, come on. I would love to see Ripple sell off here and go down to this pattern completion zone, right? And start showing some Class A bullish divergence or something, some kind of reversal. Oh, man. That would be the high value area right down there. Okay, right now it's just kind of, it's again, testing support, testing resistance. That's not the time to buy the asset. You want confirmation of these things. You're in the middle here. And up here, the 1272, if it started to pivot off, this is how you could target a short position, a short position. Okay. So yeah, man. That's pretty much it. As far as Ripple is concerned, nothing, no action to take just yet. Trying to confirm this. Are you going to go to point D up here at the ABCD, or are you going to go down to the pattern completion zone of the Gartley? Personally, I want it to go down to the Gartley, scoop up some more, start showing some indication of reversal to the upside, all right? That's where you can make the majority of the money. That's where you can get real gains, okay? So yeah, that is Ripple. And a boy Stevie, dude. What else is going on, dude? Dude, how about Alec Baldwin shooting, killing somebody? Look, I know it's not his fault, man, but dude, how does that happen? How does that happen? Hollywood, get it together. Tighten it up. I don't understand how you can CGI a Kraken destroying a city on the side of a cliff with a Pegasus and demons flying around stuff, but you can't get a fake gun right. Like, can you even imagine? Can you imagine? Like, you're just acting, oh, you killed my son. You killed my baby. And then point like, okay, here's your shooting scene. You're going to finally kill the bad guy, the apex. You just point at the camera and you pull the trigger and it actually shoots somebody. Just shoots a writer and kills her. Like, can you, what? I can't imagine the feeling. It's not even the first time this has happened, right? What was the first time? Bruce Lee's son, man. Brandon Lee or whatever. He got shot by a prop gun and killed on set. Like, it's not even the first time. So, like, tighten it up. Hollywood is so disconnected that they're not even using fake weapons anymore. And I'm sorry, but you gotta understand some of the irony in this with, you know, Baldwin being such an anti-gun guy. Like, it's tragedy, man. It's horrible. But good God, man. Hollywood, get it together. Alright? Dude, that's what I'm saying. How? One, are you using fake bullets in a real gun? Why are you doing that? Alright? Get a fake gun and also fake bullets and then test it. I understand, dude. I'm being Captain Hindsight right now, but it's like somebody is responsible for this. Somebody put a real gun in there, I guess, and it had to have been real, man. Only real guns can shoot a projectile like that. And how did it also hit two people? Did it go like through her and hit the director? Like, I don't understand, dude. More questions than answers here, but like, what the hell? I read that this morning, dude. I swore it was fake. I was like, there's no way. And then I actually went on the article and it's real, and I'm like, Okay, then. Whatever, man. Okay. Crazy times, dude. And if it was a prop gun and they put a real bullet in there, dude, someone's getting fired. Alright. Dude, thoughts and prayers and all that stuff to the woman that was killed, man. I can't even imagine. Like, shooting her is crazy from his perspective, but imagine you're just sitting on the side, just being a writer, and, oh, wow, he's killing this scene. Oh, wow, real tears. That's crazy. And then just, he points the gun, and you're just chilling, and then you actually get shot, and then you die. Crazy, man. Crazy. So I guess that will develop, and we'll see what happens there. Anywho, we're going to move it on over to Litecoin. And something, okay, I want to show you here with Litecoin. Hollywood is a questionable place, dude, to say the least. I feel like they probably have the lowest. If they had an approval rating, dude, Hollywood for sure has the lowest approval rating of all time right now. And then, like, this happened. It's like, dude, just pack it up. Shut it down. Move it out of California. Whatever's going on over there, dude. Move it down to, like, Texas or something. Move it where everything else is going. Give them a chance to handle it, okay? Maybe Texas could do a little better. They're pretty savvy with guns, so they might give you an actual fake one instead of a real one. Shut down Hollywood. California, you're on the brink, dude. Shout out to anybody from California who sees this. But you gotta tighten it up over there, alright? Oh, man. Fake astronauts in space, but give them a real gun. Okay. Anyway, Litecoin. Let's get back to the charts. Too many dollars to be lost, dude. I know. I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, you might lose some money after you kill someone. All right, are people going to go see the movie now? Like, oh, they're going to be like, oh, this is the movie where they're going to watch Alec Baldwin act in Rust, knowing the entire time, like, oh, here's the scene where he shot the woman and killed her. Like, I don't think they can come out with the movie at this point, right? Or maybe they'll do it, like, in her honor. Maybe, I guess that makes sense, kind of. But, like, at the same time, is Alec Baldwin going to watch, like, the movie? And be like, oh, here's the traumatic area or here's the traumatic scene where I was told it was a fake gun and I fucking shot somebody. Excuse my damn language. All right. Anywho, Litecoin. And here's what I want to show with Litecoin, all right? Because we had a performer on the day with Solana. Actually up 3.25% on the day, okay? Cool, nice. Got up to the all-time high and rejected off of it, seemingly confirming that as a top. So, resistance may have been confirmed. No, like, bearish divergence or anything going on. Not overbought on the RSI on the daily. All right, so could continue to go up, but this is the thing I wanted to show here on Solana. And I'm going to make the comparison on Litecoin. So let me split this up. Okay, I already have it drawn up over here. All right, so here's what I'm doing with Litecoin. I just want to show real quick this structure. They might just shut it down. They should shut it down, dude, for real. All the, like, the sexual assaults and the child, you know, stuff, the pedophilia and all that, to just shut it down. Shut it down and start over. Move everything somewhere else to a different state, maybe. I don't know, man. You gotta switch it up. It's clearly not working. People are getting shot by fake guns now. SNL Trump just literally killed somebody. Okay? Alright. Remember when he said if I could go out on 5th Avenue and shoot somebody? I guess Baldwin took it literally. So take a look at this. All right, check this out. I don't have my horn, dude. I wish I had my horn.
Okay.
Lil Jon letting you know to pay attention here. Take a look at the daily for Solana. All right, notice the structure. And I'm gonna go ahead. Let me clear this out. All right, notice this kind of it looks like a cup, right? Kind of like a cup with handle. That's what these things are called. So it's got this this dip, this valley that forms, goes up, sells down, creates a higher valley. Notice after it broke this neckline up here at $176.87 that it just kind of sprung and continued. All right, this is on the daily. Take a look at what Litecoin is doing on the weekly. Okay, it's doing something very similar. There's a high, sells off, creates this valley, goes higher, sells off again, creates a higher valley. Now this is on the weekly, which should, if it plays out the way Solana does, it'll play out for a longer period of time. It takes longer for weekly stuff, indicators to play out compared to daily. But another thing to notice here, just to add to the correlation, look down here at the MACD for Solana on the daily. Notice the bullish convergence that was going on. Lower levels of negative momentum at that cup handle area, okay? What do you have on the weekly for Litecoin? Lower levels of negative momentum at the cup handle area, okay? So I'm just saying, and it looks exactly the same on the RSI, right? Uptrend on the RSI, higher lows. It looks identical to what Solana did on its daily, but this is on the weekly. So this thing could play out for weeks, months, to get back up to try and attempt to test the high, the all-time high. All right, so just something I noticed here, just interesting to take a look at. Does it mean that it'll play out like Solana? No, it does not, but it's almost kind of like looking at Solana from the future before it played out. Okay, sometimes these structures, they just do the thing, and it's showing the same stuff on the oscillators. So thought it was pretty interesting. Wanted to take a quick look at it. All right, so yeah, Solana, Litecoin. Let me move this back to the single screen. All right, also wanted to take a quick look at the S&P. Also made all-time highs recently. Now this thing is full of gaps, which gaps often fill a lot, so it could come down and fill these gaps, man. And it painted on the day a doji candle. Doji candle being barely a body in the middle of the wicks, right? Just kind of like a star almost. So that is an indecision candle at the all-time high, signaling that this could actually be resistance, right? Confirming it kind of just, it broke out on the 21st, but then it came down, closed at it with this doji, all right? So could sell down, confirm the gaps, but here's the thing, with it being an indecision candle at this level, it technically confirmed and held the prior all-time high. So if we're doing day one breakout, day two, hold the prior all-time high level of resistance, and then day three, like a bullish engulfing candle to signal a larger rise up, in which case we would just use the Fibonacci levels, of course. 127, 214, 14, 1618. So Monday is going to be the day to watch for with the S&P 500. Okay, if you get a bullish engulfing candle on there, that would confirm the breakout, however small it may be, and could move it to higher prices. If it does the gap thing and follows through the gaps, then it could just come down here, and I can almost guarantee you, yeah, like look at the weekly, man. All right, it's just playing off of some disgusting hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. All right, so this thing could just play through. You've got it on the RSI as well. This thing could just continue to play through for a while. All right, it's just in a crazy uptrend. So market's been kind of crazy, could continue to be crazy according to the weekly if this hidden bullish divergence plays out, right? Daily looking interesting. Again, wait for Monday to see if you get some kind of bullish engulfing candle or something. That's going to be a pretty important candle. That'll let you know how strong the breakout was. But this is the overall market, right? Inverse head and shoulders showing here, playing it back to the all-time high. And you made an all-time high. Candle close all-time high. So no matter what bad news comes out, no matter the supply crisis or what's going on with China or COVID, now there's COVID Delta Plus. I saw people in UK are like worrying. It's like, can we just get a diet Delta for once? Maybe like Delta, like hold the cheese or something. Delta Plus, cool. Supersize my Delta. Nice. But yeah, all of this stuff going on, right? The world seems like it's kind of breaking at the seams, and the market, the overall economy just keeps making all-time highs. Okay, if all of this stuff can't be a news-driven catalyst to push it down, I don't really know what will, to be honest.
Right.
All right, so that's the S&P 500. All right, take a look here. I forget what I was looking here at Google. Oh, Google just being in another, right, but it's down 3% on the day. Hey, what's up, Tay? I heard you come in. I heard you trying to be quiet with Nova, too. I know usually you'll be freaking out, so I appreciate that. But welcome. Just in time to look at Google getting absolutely destroyed. Not really. Down 3% on the day. Just continuously respecting this channel upwards. Alright, so you're at the heart line. That's what this middle dotted line is called. Where sometimes you'll see price action. You'll notice reverse here, trending along it. But how people trade these usually is the closer it gets to the top trend line, this is where they'll sell the asset. Alright, and the closer it gets to the bottom of the trend line, this is where they'll buy it. So if this goes down to here, buy, it's also at a level of support, right? And if the trend continues, which it should, it would push it back up to this level, right? So take your profits maybe, and once it starts getting back towards the top, sell, all right? And it just kind of continues doing that all the way up. That's what it's been doing since March of 2020, right after the COVID crash. And hey, man, it's Google, all right? I don't think they're really going anywhere at this point, but you're in the middle of the range. Could sell off down to 2,637. That's probably where I would look to get in on Google. But one of the major players, notably down compared to some of its counterparts. Yo, Taylor, yo. What's up, dude? Yo. Just want to take a look at it. This is just a good example of like a beautiful trend. Just an upward trend, just going, respecting the trend lines, all right? So that's how you can play these things. Nothing... Well, actually, on the daily for Google, this little green guy down here, I don't know. That might eliminate the argument for hidden bearish divergence. At least in the MACD, it's weak. All right. And if we move it to the weekly, I mean, come on. Like, look back where this red candle forms. All right, all the way back here. This low. You really, and how much negative momentum has happened here? Do you really think that this is not going to paint hidden bearish divergence on the weekly for Google? Do you think it's going to sell like all the way down to here? I really don't think so. All right. It's almost a guarantee that hidden bullish divergence is going to form on the weekly for Google, which would just continue this uptrend for months to come. Okay, so if you're looking to make 40% in the course of a month, Google's not your play. If you're looking to put something in your 401k, this is not financial advice, but Google being one of the top companies in the world, showing, you know, it hasn't developed fully yet, but on the RSI and the MACD, I'm sure you're going to get hidden bullish divergence, signaling continuation to the upside. All right, so the long term on Google is just stupid good. All right.
Are you not entertained?
But yeah, down 3% on the day, so wanted to take a quick look at it and just show you what these upward trends look like on some of these major companies. All right, Google it. Let's move on to the Dow Jones, which actually made an all-time high. All right, this being the top 30 companies in as far as market cap goes. Okay, dude, all-time highs for a major index. Looks pretty good as far as the economy goes. Again, in the midst of everything, just chugging along, doing good. Cool. All right, not seeing any kind of bearish divergence. Another area of you're breaking out. Let's see on Monday. Monday's going to be an important day. Monday would, if you hold above the prior high here at 35,646. Hold it, and then the next day gets like a bullish engulfing or something, confirm it's a strong breakout, and just continue on. But again, just like everything else, move over to the weekly. All right, I mean, come on. The hidden bullish divergence is just kind of ridiculous, signaling continuation to the upside. So this thing is not showing any signs of major selling off or reversal or being in any kind of trouble. So on a long time scale. So this thing could continue going up for months to come, according to the oscillators, right? So QQQ being the top 100 companies it usually indicates the tech sector, since tech sectors make up most of the top companies in America. Also in a nice uptrend, doing its thing, right? Regarding this as levels of support. You're painting hidden bullish divergence potentially as well on QQQ. So continuation to the upside again, just looks on the weekly super bullish. All right. On the daily, actually seems to be showing, if it continues selling off here, at least on the MACD, would be showing some hidden bearish divergence, which is a lower high with higher levels of positive momentum. Okay. Signaling continuation down. So it might get down to these levels here, 359, 350, whatever. But the weekly is so bullish that in the end, yeah, it might come down here, regard the trend line, and just continue going up. All right. Cool. So yeah. The other thing I saw, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, they're starting to implement Bitcoin ATMs into 200 of their stores so far. It's kind of interesting. A major retailer putting in Bitcoin ATMs. People can convert their cash into Bitcoin. Adoption, major brand names, fundamental stuff. Cool. Looks good. All right. Yeah. So just continuing adoption of Bitcoin. Who'd have thunk it, man? All right. Now Luna here. I want to take a quick look at Luna as well. This is one of the top performers on the day as far as crypto is concerned. Up 7.6% as of right now. Closed a bullish engulfing candle. Okay. Playing off of some seemingly hidden bullish divergence. Okay. You had a swing low here back in early October. You had a slightly higher low at levels of historic support from August 28th. Pivoted towards the upside, just went green today, October 22nd. You're most likely kind of you got to try and get above this high here from September 11th at $44.58. And from there, obviously the all-time high, $49.39. But you have just started to go positive in the momentum. It's not overbought. The 4-hour showing actually some potential, well, not potential, showing class A bearish divergence on the 4-hour here at a level of resistance. So that's something to look out for, okay, on the 4-hour. High, lower high, higher high in price. So the buying momentum is waning at this point. You're making higher highs, but there's not as many buyers getting it there as there was at this point. So not as many people are buying it. So there's less buyers, which could signal shift in the momentum. The momentum could start to get weaker and start selling off. All right, at an important level, and you're now below it. So you could treat this as resistance and sell back down. Okay, so obviously not an area to buy, Luna, but the daily, you got to try and keep playing this off. Otherwise, you'll just make convergence, right? Lower high, not necessarily bearish divergence or anything, but 4 hours an indication at a point of resistance. This thing could just sell off a little more. All right, so be careful with Luna. Look to get it down at levels like $35. All right, Spring, hold it as support again. What am I talking about? Held it as support, Spring, hold it as support again. Develop some kind of divergence or something before testing that again, and this time hopefully breaking it. Okay, so that is Luna. And that's pretty much. Let me check my notes here, but I'm pretty sure that's all I had, man. Got Litecoin, Solana, XRP. I did have in my notes here. I want to take a quick look at Binance Coin. I kind of forget what I was even looking at with that, but it was attempting to break out, I believe. Yeah, so recognize this structure. This looks a lot like, I mean, everything kind of dumped here September 2nd, right? That was the major dump. And a lot of assets look like this trying to come up to break out. And Bitcoin did. Bitcoin did break out of here. So did Ethereum. And they both went to their all-time highs. Now, Binance Coin did not. All right. And if anything, you had a higher high with lower levels of positive momentum. Okay, Class A bearish divergence. This is on the daily, so a very significant time scale. You didn't have it on the RSI, so only on the MACD. Meh. But you did have a big bullish or bearish engulfing candle October 21st at a major level of resistance. Okay, so that's not very good. Continuing to sell off could be the case here. Now you do have a line of support down here at 436, so you could go down to 436 before trying to get back up, but kind of for the time being confirming 509.70 as resistance. Okay, let's see if the weekly helps us out as far as longer term. Weekly showing kind of that cup with handle structure that we've been seeing with a lot of assets, right? Something like this, higher lows, kind of interesting, right? Waning negative momentum, looks kind of like Solana and looks more like Litecoin, honestly, than anything. So we'll see who moves first. But this is longer term, right? This could take weeks to play out and actually get back up to this level. It could just sell off for the time being before running. So not a time to buy Binance Coin, especially after a daily confirmation of this as resistance, okay? So long term, interesting structure, okay? Looks a lot like how Solana's daily looked before it took off. But we'll see how it plays out. All right, could take a while before you start to see that break the neckline of the cup with handle and run. Come back, test the neckline, and then run. And then your stop would be right below the neckline. That's how you would play that, all right? But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead, cut it here. Been live, almost about 50 minutes now. I think that's good. Good times, Friday nights. Everybody wants to get out, do the thing. I know we may be doing a little bit of a scary movie, Chinese food, or maybe even sushi. I don't know yet, but it's gonna be a good night. All right, that's pretty much it, man. Do not worry, Bitcoin is not dead. These things are normal. Okay, it's selling off. Look for areas of reversal. If you want to play the 4 hour, you can keep it above 60,287 and start to reverse to paint some hidden bearish divergence. I'd feel better about that being a level of support, okay? But that's it, man. All right, so if you guys are watching this later, I appreciate it. Go ahead, hit the like button, the sub button. All right, help me out with this algorithm so people can actually see me on here. Just reach out, try to contact more people, right? So yeah, that's gonna do it. Down left, follow the Instagram, the Twitter, get in the Discord, download the app, search Obe Technical Analysis, get in there. If you any questions, you shoot it in there. All this educational content, the harmonics, candlestick patterns, all kinds of stuff. And I'll be in there, and you can post whatever chart you want, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it all day long. All right. So yeah, appreciate you being here. Enjoy your weekend. I will be back on Monday. And remember to keep it technical. All right, see ya.